In this video, let's take a quick look at the syllabus. Now, I'm not going to go over line by line. I'll just highlight the important points on the syllabus. I have my office location listed here as Fletcher 106. That's on campus. Since this is an online class, I will not be on campus. So my office actually is a virtual office in Google Plus Hangouts. So you have to get familiarized with Google Plus Hangouts, and you need to either for regular office hours or for appointments get with me at Google Plus Hangouts. And you can also call me at this number if you like. Okay, that's a campus number. Since I won't be on campus, I will not be picking up the telephone here. So you need to call me at this number. The ADA statement, course description, prerequisites is important. Okay, you need to make sure that you meet the prerequisites. MGT 1000, that's the computer class, and then MGT 2110. That's those two are the important ones. The others are related to these two classes. The objective of this class is to present advanced statistical procedures and techniques like multiple populations, ANOVA, and regression analysis for effective decision making. And we're going to be using spreadsheet for all our modeling. So all the problems will have to be worked in spreadsheet using spreadsheet formulas. And therefore, a strong proficiency in Excel is a byproduct of this class. So since you will be using Excel so extensively as a secondary benefit, you're going to gain strong Excel skills also. Now the text I'm going to be using is this general mind link for MindTap. So this is an electronic online text. So you have to register for this because some of the quizzes will be delivered or administered through the MindTap, and there are a lot of bells and whistles in the MindTap online text that we can use. So I have links, I have training videos and documentation in Blackboard about MindLink and MindTap. So you need to take a look at those. So before classes begin, you have to register for MindLink, MindTap. Now if you're waiting for financial aid, they do allow temporary registration for a week, 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever. You need to check that. So you can register on a temporary basis and then pay for it. So you will have access to all the material right from day one. So don't wait. If you don't have your financial aid, don't wait for financial aid to come in for registering. Go ahead and register right away. And as I said, the course content will be delivered online. So there will be a lot of video tutorials. The class itself will be videotaped and it will be delivered through Blackboard in learning modules. So you have to go there and make sure that you cover all the material. So there will be class folders also for each class period where I list all the tasks that you have to complete. So you need to go through the video, you need to complete the class exercises, and then take the class quiz and also do the homework. So all of that will be part of the course conduct, and everything will be delivered online. So grading, we'll have 2 exams, and these exams will be face-to-face exams. I will be offering the exam in these 2 time periods. Okay, make a note of these dates and times. If you're not able to meet these dates and times, either because you're out of town or these times you cannot meet these times, then it's your responsibility to make arrangements for somebody to proctor the exam. So once you line that up, then I will deal with them to deliver the exam materials. And some of the options that you have, or if you're from out of town, then local public library, many of them do offer free proctoring, so you may approach them. If you're in town in Chattanooga, there is a department at UTC, I think it is, I have a link provided here somewhere. So you take a look at that. It's institutional research, I think, and they will assist you in proctoring the test for you. So it's, ultimately it is your responsibility to make those arrangements, and then I'll work with them. Now there will be homework every class period. The homework will be made available in Blackboard, and I will provide a shell file, Excel shell file, so you have to download the Excel shell file and do your work, and then once you're done you have to turn it in Blackboard. So if while you're working the homework, if you have any questions, feel free to send your Excel file to me and I'll give you guidance. But once it is completed, you have to upload it to Blackboard, because we will grade your homework only from Blackboard. So only homework that is uploaded into Blackboard will be graded. The homework that you send by email to me will not be graded. So you have to make sure that you follow those instructions. And late homework, the first 2 late homework is free as long as you turn it in within 3 weekdays. Beyond 2, I will deduct 5% as long as it is turned in within 3 weekdays. And after 5 late homeworks, I will not allow any late homework at all. And the same goes for quizzes. Quizzes also, there will be 2 free late quizzes allowed. So going back to here, so quizzes are worth 80 points, and 2 free late quizzes as long as it is done within 3 weekdays of the due date. Up to 3, 4, and 5, I will deduct 5% per day, no more than 3 weekdays late. And then after 5 late quizzes, no more late quizzes. Now the grading will be done on a weighted average basis, so do not simply add up all the raw scores and think that that is your grade. No, each category will be weighted according to the weights that I have given here. 200 for 2 exams, 100 for homework, and 80 for quiz. Now the technology prerequisite, of course, since this is an online class, you have to have high-speed internet. See, that's your responsibility. Not having high-speed internet is not an excuse for late homework or late quiz or late exam or any of those requirements. So a reliable high-speed internet access is a prerequisite, and a fairly moderate level of proficiency in Excel 2010 is also a prerequisite. And we'll be using data analysis quite extensively. Now Mac users, there is no data analysis in the Mac version of Excel, sorry, but they do have access to Stat Plus Mac LE, a free edition that's available, and here is a link for that free edition, and you can download that and use that. And also you need to be familiar with using Google Plus Hangouts, because that's the only way you can get in touch with me for face-to-face discussions and asking questions and office hours and so on. And remember, office hours will be through Google Plus Hangouts, and your UTC Marks email account gives you Google Plus account, and I have provided a link in Blackboard. Take a look at that and you should be able to get that set up fairly easily. So here are the topics that we'll be discussing. I'll be covering pretty much all the 9 chapters, well, not 9, but 7 chapters. 1 through 9 is the material covered in 2110, so that's 2110 review. And the 2110 review I'll cover, except for chapter 4 and 7, the rest of the chapters I will cover, but not all the sections. I will pick and choose some important sections and I'll cover those. And after that, pretty much we will follow the text, chapter 10 through 16. So these are the topics that will be covered for exam 1, and these will be covered for exam 2. And here are some important dates. And then there are some honor code and career advice statements. Please read them. Honor code is a very important aspect of college experience, and you should follow the honor code that you have agreed to uphold. Now here are the specific topics covered from each chapter. So chapter 1 through 9, what are the sections that I'll be covering? And then chapter 10 onwards will be the new material for this class. And again, the list of them is provided here. Okay, so if you have any questions, I have a discussion board created in Blackboard. So go there and post your questions. If it is a specific question that involves just you as a student, then you can email me and use this Mark's email. Don't use my other email, which is simply dileepan@utc.edu. Don't use that one. Use the marks.utc.edu email, because that's the one that I have exclusively for students. All right, get started, and I have a folder for what you need to do before classes begin, and make sure that you get up to speed before classes begin for the semester.